William. William.
Yeah.
I don't have an opening line.
What?
That's
That's how we're starting.
that's my opening
Are we
line.
really starting with you asking me to say the opening line?
That's the,
Oh my
the
god.
opening line.
Okay, you know
the
what?
opening line for this movie is that I don't have an opening line.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Here's my opening line.
Okay.
I'm doing it right now. You can't see it.
Oh, that's
But just like the parents, I'm flicking you off. Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, jeez. Hey, wait, this movie was not what I expected. I thought this movie was gonna be something different, but it ended up being something different.
I mean, I went into this blind. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah,
but then I saw the beginning, and I'm like, oh, I think I can see where this is gonna go. And then it did go there.
Yeah. I was expecting this movie. I don't know if you ever watched the original Twilight Zone, like the original old black and white footage Twilight Zone, right?
I have not.
Okay, so basically one of the episodes of Twilight Zone, it was about a couple that got into a quote unquote car accident, because I don't know how you film a car accident in the 1920s because the cars weren't invented yet, right? Right.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So basically in the original Twilight episode, I don't remember the name of the episode. It's like it's I forgot. But basically, it was an episode where a couple get into an accident. They wake up in a house, in a model house, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, this house is just is empty. There's nothing in this house. So they go to the street and they find that the street is empty, right? And then they go to all the other houses and everything. They're in an empty town where everything is artificial, right?
Yeah.
So basically, throughout the entire town, they're in an artificial fake town. And then the ending twist of that movie was the fact that they were in a scale model housing, and that they've been taken prisoner by a giant alien, and that they're pretty much like ants in an ant house. Is what that episode was.
Oh.
So for some reason, I was expecting this to be this movie because I saw the trailer. Somewhat, I saw I read it was like about a couple that goes, oh, is it gonna be like that is this gonna be like that Twilight Zone episode? But no, this episode was not like that Twilight Zone episode. It's different. It was something.
But it has similarities for certain. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to it thinking it was gonna be like that, but it's not like that. Oh, we should probably mention the movie we're talking about. We never do that at the beginning. We always wait like 20 minutes in.
First of all, it's only been 3 minutes right now. Okay. So.
Okay. Hey, we're talking about
progress.
Yeah.
Progress.
We're talking about Viviarum.
Oh yeah.
Viviarum.
Viviarum. I don't know. You pronounce it.
Was this the movie that starred that stars Harrison Ford?
Oh my god, no, it's not the film that started. No, stop.
Did Harrison Ford start a movie also called Viviarum or some shit?
No.
There was another movie that.
Okay, not. Now I'm looking it up.
What the fuck? It started with a V as well. He stars like some weird fucking movie. Is it not?
Hold on. Let me look it up. Oh. Harrison Ford voice vegan. Voice,
okay, I guess it wasn't Harrison Ford, but I remember like some other movie that starred some other actor that also started with a V. Okay, I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Although I do like now that you reminded me. I don't know if this was actually a Twilight episode. I've seen episodes, but like one that's particularly stuck to me is that there was this episode of this guy who was trying to quit smoking and stuff, and so I think he signs up for something. I don't know if he knew, but like, and then he wakes up the next day, and then he's trying to smoke or something, and I think the cigarettes were gone or and whatever. He's just going like, I don't know. It was like this weird thing. Where like I can't remember too much of the episode, but I know there was a scene where there was this big smoke detector or something, and it was just blaring, and then and I know he breaks it, and then the next day he wakes up and he's like, I'm gonna go have a smoke, but he's like, you know what? No, I don't want to smoke. And then it's like, and then you hear a voice from the top saying, like, "Oh, good job. Now we're gonna try to cure you from your caffeine addiction," because they fuck with him, basically trying to make it so that they psychologically tell him to like, yeah, you don't want to do this. So apparently he's been trying to break. I don't know if that was a Twilight episode. You've seen Twilight, so I'm just asking if you knew what the episode was, so I can look it up and watch it again.
Oh, I mean, have you tried googling Twilight Zone smoking episode?
Look, man, it just came up, and you literally just reminded me.
Oh, okay. I'm still trying to find this
episode.
non-existent movie that starts with a V. I'm really obsessed. I'm really obsessed with this movie now. It sounded really stupid. It's not like some stupid science fiction term as well. This was the worst part. It came out recently too. Fuck. Alright, I'll find it later. Alright. So, hey, so let's actually start talking about Viviarum now at this point. Because we still have...
Yeah, okay. Oh no!
Oh,
it's not.
It's Viviarum. That's not the movie I was thinking of. It was like
okay.
it was like some
also,
stupid sci-fi fiction movie.
Also, apparently it's not a Twilight episode. It is Tales from the Dark Side.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah. Look at that. But
who the fuck was in this movie? It starred. Clive Owens, Ethan Hawke, Rihanna. What the fuck? How the fuck did you get Rihanna in this movie? What the fuck is this?
What are you talking about? What?
Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets. Vale.
Oh, Valerian. No, yeah, that's based on the comic book.
Oh, that was the movie I was thinking of.
Okay, Valerian. I haven't seen that. I heard it was okay.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess we might put it on the list or some shit.
Yeah, I mean it's by Luc Besson. I don't know if you know what he does.
Oh, I know.
You know what he does, right?
I don't know what anyone does.
I know he did Fifth Element. I want to say he did Fifth Element.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And yeah, he did Fifth Element.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right.
He did a couple of things. But anyway, what are we talking about? Wow.
We're trying to talk about it for like 20 minutes now.
Look, man, it's only been 7 minutes. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're making progress.
Okay. Hey, this movie stars Jesse Eisenberg in a quirky, sarcastic, egotistical role, like in every movie he's in.
I mean, sarcastic, egotistical, maybe not.
Yeah, look. If God is good, he cannot be all powerful. Okay. If God is all powerful, he cannot be all good.
Oh my God. Don't bring that movie back into my life. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie,
so
that's a good
I guess I'll
quote.
give a brief.
I really like that quote.
Yeah. All right, but I mean, it is a good quote. I like it, but the rest of the movie is like God. They're good quotes. There's like some good stuff, but like it's mostly garbage.
Yeah.
We can talk about. We already talked about that. Didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did a whole spoiler cast for. I think we did a whole. I don't remember what we did something.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Yeah. Hey.
But like, okay.
Okay, back to Viviarum. Let's actually guys.
Okay, I'm just gonna give a brief synopsis of this. Okay.
Okay.
Because honestly, there's not much to the plot here. It's actually rather bare bones, but it's basically the substance that you're interested in here.
Yeah.
Or what they add to it. But basically you got a young couple, Tom and is it Gemma or
Gemma,
some right?
Stupid white girl's name.
Okay. All right. Okay. Calm down, Austin. But you got Tom and
Starbucks.
Oh my God! You got a young couple, Tom
and Panera bread.
You got a fucking young couple.
What's a
Tom
carpenter?
and Gemma.
Yeah, he's like what's a carpenter?
No, he's more of a garden guy. I don't know what you would call that.
An unemployed bum.
No, I mean he definitely does stuff. Okay, but whatever. You got Tom, who's basically who does I don't know garden stuff.
Yeah,
it's a little unclear what he does. I know he's taking care of the property around the school, and then you got Gemma, who is basically a kindergarten teacher, and they're a young couple who is looking for a home.
Yeah,
and so they visit a very 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 oddball estate agent, who's Martin, who calls them over to who tells them about the development yonder. And so, they drive out to the development with Martin to look at all these rows and rows of suburban houses that just look completely the same.
Then so they stop at house number 9. That's very important.
They stop at house number 9. He shows them around for a little bit. Then he leaves, and then the couple are stuck.
He mysteriously disappears.
And then you got Gemma and Tom who he's gone. Guess we'll just leave. He was weird anyway. But they become lost and they keep ending up coming up to house 9.
Yeah, they go in an endless loop trying to leave the neighborhood. They're like, but they always end up keep going back to number 9.
Yeah, so you have them trying to follow the sun, but they keep getting back to house number 9. You got Tom climbing up at the house, looking over the roofs, and then you just see endless rows of houses.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but there's just no way out. So they get like a delivery box filled with food and stuff. Tom is mad. He puts the house on fire, hoping to attract attention this way too. And so they fall asleep as the house is burning down. But then they wake up. There's another box with a baby in it that has instructions in it that says raise a child and be released.
Mm-hmm.
And then the house has just miraculously been built back up again. So some time has passed, like 90 days.
Yeah.
And you got the baby who's like now like 10 years old or something.
Yeah.
And it's very off-putting because like you got a like 10-year-old boy talking with an adult-like voice, and he's just imitating these people, watching how they learn.
He's dressed like a freak.
Sure.
Yeah. He dressed like a kid that deserves to be bullied.
Oh my God, Austin! Jesus Christ! Dude, come on, man. He's just an alien child.
I don't care. We'll bully the alien
why
child. And Will Smith taught us, and I think it's okay to bully aliens.
Oh my God! It's just Welcome to Earth punches the alien in the face. But so
Welcome to being born punches the alien boy.
Yeah, so the kid just basically demands attention all the time by screaming this horrifying scream.
Mm-hmm.
And he just basically observes Tom and Gemma and like doing everything, imitating their patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
But when he's not doing that, he's watching some really weird fucking television that has just weird patterns.
Yeah, he's watching the Twilight Zone.
So, at this point they basically had they're basically not well. It's taken a toll on them physically and mentally. And so Tom discovers that the soil is just like is made of some artificial shit.
Yeah, it's fake.
And then he starts digging, and then he becomes obsessed with just digging a hole because honestly, there's not much for him else to do because digging gives him purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But he just keeps digging and digging, and then he starts hearing noises at the bottom. Yeah, exactly. He's digging for the Snyder Cut.
We'll get the Snyder Cut, William.
Oh my God!
Release the Snyder Cut. That's the name of this. That's the name of this episode. I'm calling it.
Viviarum's the Snyder Cut for Batman versus Superman. This is how we have This is how we have Luther go mad in the first place. God, dude. But yeah, he keeps digging. Yeah. And so he's just Tom's losing it at this point. Mm-hmm. But Gemma is in the meanwhile is taking care of the kid, and she's trying to understand, basically the situation that they're in by taking care of the kid.
Uh-huh.
And then she kind of learns that that the kid can't imagine things, and stuff like that. I mean, she's just trying to understand.
Yeah.
And I know that Tom. There's a point where Tom there's an emotional, what do you call it? An emotional distance. Yeah. Because it's because he just starts driving himself away from Gemma, which puts Gemma closer to the boy. And then the boy vanishes one day. I know that. He comes back with this weird with this book or whatever, and it has all this alien language and stuff, and it's just it just hints of what this is, of what he is. Mm-hmm. And then she asks, the boy, who gave him the book. He won't exactly say outright, but then, she says, oh, let's play pretend. Pretend to be me, pretend to be your dad, pretend to be a dog or something like that, playing a game. And then he's like, okay, pretend to be the guy who gave you the book. And then he ends up growing these weird lumps in his throat and starts doing this weird noise, and it's creepy as shit.
Yeah.
And then time passes. Gemma and Tom are, they are done at this point.
Yeah.
And
being in this fucking prison place has taken an emotional and physical toll on them.
Yeah, exactly. And you see this later on because okay, just to state, the boy has now at this point the boy has grown into an adult. Mm-hmm. And so the boy leaves. Well, we'll just call him the boy. He doesn't actually have a name anyway. But he leaves the house every day, and then they don't know where he's going. And so, you can see that it's taking the toll on Tom because, Tom has all these bruises and stuff, and he's just coughing all the time because he just kept on digging and stuff.
Yeah, he has the coronavirus.
Yeah, he has the coronavirus. He's dying.
Yeah.
Of the coronavirus.
Yeah, he's dying of the coronavirus. So, hey, look, coronavirus, still a thing. Still a thing as we record this.
I mean, Sure, but for all they know, this was done in what would the month be? April?
April? Sure.
Sure. God, dude. Anyway, I know that like, he still keeps digging, but then he finds a body in a body bag, you know.
Yeah.
And he's just weak at this point, and he's dying. You know, Gemma and Tom have these last moments together.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, Gemma asks for help, but the boy he leaves, and then he comes back after Tom is dead, and then he comes back from a body bag. So they put him in the body bag and put him in the hole.
At some point when Tom was digging, he finds another body at the bottom of the hole.
No, that's what I said.
Oh, did you say?
That's what I said.
Oh, I didn't hear you say.
I said that.
Oh, you said that.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, I'm repeating.
Yeah, I did say that.
I'm repeating for importance because it's important.
Yeah, sure, it's important.
It is important.
But mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But so Tom dies. He's put into the hole, and then well, at this point, Gemma's pissed.
Yeah.
You know, distraught, filled with grief,
mm-hmm.
and so she takes a pickaxe, which they had, but with details, and attempts to kill the boy, but she only succeeds in injuring him, and then he opens up the sidewalk, and then he crawls under it. It's very weird, and then she follows him into it, and then basically you see all this weird topsy-turvy world, what are presumably other people, where other couples are living in similar lives of that they've lived. They were living, Gemma and Tom, in the suburb in yonder, and then she ends up back up in house number 9, and then by this point she's just weak. She's done, and so the boy is putting Gemma in a bag,
mm-hmm.
and then Gemma dies after telling the boys I'm not your fucking mother, and that kind of thing. Because defiance to the end.
Yeah.
And the boy basically buries her in the hole with Tom, and then leaves yonder.
And then he basically he fills the hole back up because he fills the hole back up because oh man, there's a hole in front of the house. We don't need this. We don't need this hole in front of the house. You gotta make the house presentable.
Mm-hmm. There's he fills a hole. He goes back to become an estate agent, replacing
Martin.
Martin.
Yeah.
As
the previous estate agent that was there dies, he's withering away.
Yeah, he dies. Yeah, they have a real good system here, and then a new couple walks into the office, and then you get the boy who is now Martin, who stands up and prepares to greet him.
Yeah.
And then the movie ends.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not a lot when it comes to
this movie isn't too deep. It's pretty simple. It's
a pretty simple plot, but
yeah.
It's like it's not the plot you're getting into here. I think it's more you're interested in the acting at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say it is really well acted. Mm-hmm. So, what is her name here?
Imogen. Imhotep.
Not Imhotep. Imogen. I don't know how you pronounce that name. I'm sorry, I'm wrecking it. But yeah, she does. She actually
what a stupid English name.
Okay, English. I swear to God, Austin. Why? What is with you today and the English?
Look. First we bully kids and then we bully the English. Okay.
We bully the English. I was like, oh yeah. After all these years of bullying us, now we bully you.
Yeah, again. English. We're gonna bully you again.
Oh my God. No, but you got Imogen Poots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then as Gemma,
mm-hmm.
and then you got Jesse Eisenberg as Tom,
mm-hmm.
and honestly, they're pretty much the strength of this.
Yeah.
Of the because otherwise, if you didn't have the performance that they had, honestly, this movie probably wouldn't have done as well as I felt like it would have. And even then, the movie's okay for me, but it's nice to see the how you get these two people in isolation, and then you have them
just like life.
Yeah, like life, but you're forced into a situation where they're caring for a child that is not their own.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like they're just they only have each other, and it's interesting to see how these I suppose months, have taken a toll on them because like they're just, even though if they're being fed or whatever, like the fact that like they're in this situation in the first place takes a very severe toll on their mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see how like because of that emotional distance that does happen at some point, they're just continuously looking for a way out, but it's horrific, you know. If just to see like they're pushed to the brink of death, taken care of, like all they wanted was a home, and then they get more than they bargained for, you know. And the like they do well in giving that sense of despair, you know, that they give into at the end. I mean that's well acted, because especially on Imogen's part, with when she's acting out Gemma, and like, you know, because she's like, there's a moment like, again, like there's that moment like, there are plenty of moments where she's just like angry at the child, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the child doesn't you know, he just imitates it, and it's just like, he just repeats it, like parrots it back to him, and it's just, it would kind of fuck with your head. And it shows like, because in the beginning they're all like, you see that they're healthy and stuff, and then, you know, later on you see that they're deteriorated, they got bags under their eyes, you know, their hair is out of sorts or whatever, and their clothes is a mess. They just start like, there's a lack of care that they take with themselves as time goes on. I mean, that's pretty much the best part I would say about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I mean, it's well shot. They have some interesting shots.
Yeah, I like this movie. This movie was good. I think they did a really good job. They did a really good job, because it's pretty much, it's really, this movie is really simplistic. It's just two actors just by, I guess the fucking kid, and I guess there's this kid. Hey, by the way, that kid did a good job. that kid did a good job. You wanted to punch the kid at the end.
Yeah, you know, I was curious though, like, like part of me wants to say that was like they voiced over the kid, but I'm not sure if that's the case. If maybe it was just they only added a little effect to make that, but because again, just like seeing the kid like with like an adult voice is just very off-putting.
Yeah,
and I hate it every second he opened his mouth to talk.
I think that was the point of it. That was the point.
No, that was most certainly the point. But I'm just like, I really want to know how they did that effect. I really do.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they just voiced over the kid.
Well, yeah, but it's like, oh god, it just creeps me out, dude. I'm just thinking about it. It really fucks with my head.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if you can put in a voiceover, or like put in a voice from like, or a line from the movie.
No, when I'm not doing that, that's too much work for me. I'm not doing that much work. I barely do any work already. I'm not doing actual work.
Yeah, we're not doing work because we're locked in these houses, just like them.
Yeah, just like
them, Austin.
That's our life. We're in the Viviarum now.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is Viviarum?
That makes sense.
Does that mean? Is that a fucking word or something? What the fuck's the point of this title?
That's true. Let me look that up. Vivarium. Maybe it'll make more sense after we look it up.
An enclosed container or structure adapted for keeping animal under sentimental nature for observation. Oh, okay. They're test rats. Okay, it's an actual word. I thought it was a made up science fiction word.
It's
like
it's not a. Yeah, but yeah.
I thought it was made up like the force.
Okay, so an aquarium or a terrarium, prepared for keeping animals under semi-natural conditions for observation and stuff. All right, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense, considering they're in the house for most of the movie.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I thought Viviarum was a made-up word like force or money or government.
Jeez, okay, Austin. Okay. Wow. We're going there. This is the direction we're taking for this.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
We're in the Viviarum now.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I can't say much that it's well acted, but
I think like, they did a good job with what they had, because I said there's it's really just this was just both of them playing off each other, and then the kid just being there. So they
who acts as what do you call it? He pushes them into certain into certain conditions that helps to move the movie forward.
Yeah,
if anything. But I mean, the thing is, it's like as much as I like the acting and stuff and what they did, like what they had that they did well.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, there's not much to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's not there's not a lot to fill it up. You know, you're just kind of dealing with at most three characters, and then there's the end. There's the as the center of it.
Yeah.
And then you got more you do get those weird final moments when Gemma is like going through different, I guess, realities, as I'll call it. Seeing all these other people who are also forced to take care of their own versions of, I guess, Martin, I'll say. And it's then we go back to the core to the, I guess, the core crew of the thing. Well, basically it's only Gemma and like Martin at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it quickly ends after that.
Yeah.
But like, again, well acted, but there's not a lot of substance.
Yeah.
Which also kind of contributes to the 90-minute running time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's definitely something there. You watch it, it does get on your nerves for a little bit, because especially of how odd of a situation it is, and you kind of learn how odd this kid is.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's that scene again where Gemma is like asking I guess Martin, as we'll call him now, asking him to imitate the whoever gave him the book, and he starts sprouting those little things under his neck.
Yeah.
And then he starts making that noise that that whoever gave him the book does. It's very off-putting.
Yeah.
So they do well in like giving you that sense of dread and just like putting you out of odds when you just started learning to kind of settle, like the couple does in the movie. Like, they learn to settle, but then there's new development, and then everything's off kilter again.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so they do well in that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, there's not a lot to it. So I can't say it's like something I would keep or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, it's well shot. I do definitely like some shots that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one scene that stuck for me, like from that movie, is like there's a scene of the sun, and then they do a fade into like the couple when they're like on sitting down or something. You know what I'm talking about, right? This is during Tom's final moments when he's about to die and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just he kind of goes through he kind of like talks to Gemma, basically talking about like a memory and stuff. And I like how we again with their acting, like you care about the relationship between these two.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's because again, you kind of would have to, because again, there's not a lot else to it. It's just basically the relationship and deterioration of of their lives because of this weird event.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, there's that. But again, there's nothing much else to it after that's done. So
yeah,
it's more like a one and done type of thing for me. Like, I could go and watch Mandy all the time.
Uh-huh.
Like with Mandy, you got Nicolas Cage's performance where he could just basically he goes wacko.
Yeah.
At the
he goes
second
Nicolas
half
Cage.
of the
He goes
movie.
Nicolas Cage. He unleashes he releases the cage.
Yeah, he releases his cage self, right?
Release the cage cut.
Yeah, he releases the cage guy. But like,
Jesus Christ.
But you get all these other characters too, that kind of add more to the film. So I mean, this feels like it could have been like a horror play or something that you could have watched on like in a what do you call it? A theater.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if like a theatral.
You mean a play?
I don't know what you
just fucking call it play, William.
Look, man. I don't know the place that they go to do their plays. Okay, maybe it's different.
Yeah, like I said, I like the concept. It was a good concept, but I felt like there was not a lot there was not a lot happening in terms of like because we know it's pretty much just the same beats that kept repeating throughout the movie. Like, there's nothing that escalates, I guess to say, right? Like nothing.
I mean, there's very little bits of escalation.
Yeah, like
mainly having to do with the boy and basically him pushing them over the edge or whatever.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yeah, like I like the concept. This concept was very interesting, but I felt like they could have probably done more with the plot and the concept, but they did really they're just like, all right. They just kept repeating the same bits over and over. Like I felt like they could have probably done more. I guess you know.
Yeah, I mean they could have done more, maybe, but that would require a whole bit more. Like, I guess they could have. The thing is, the whole point is that they're lost and they're not in control,
Yeah.
basically, right? But in order for it more to happen, I think there would have been a moment where she like, and she kind of does take control for a bit, but even then, it's not much when she's going to the different realities at the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess if anything, we could have had a moment where basically Gemma's following Tom, and instead of getting lost and coming back to Tom, and then having that whole thing,
Yeah.
maybe she actually is able to follow Martin to wherever he's been going, and then basically see what he's been doing. Maybe it's a completely different location or whatever. But I don't know. I didn't expect. I feel like this would have done better if it was either done as a play, because I feel like they wouldn't have taken so long, or they could have been done as a TV, as a special series type of thing, like on a TV show. Maybe like done 3 episodes, which would make sense, because then you would have one episode where basically it's them meeting the real estate agent, and then they're stuck at the house. Then you get a whole episode with them raising the kid as when he's a boy, and then you get another episode when it's just when he's an adult and when they die.
Yeah.
Because it feels because with the way, especially with the way they cut it, because they cut the black is what I mean, and then you skip to where you see where the boy has grown up, like he was a baby, cuts to black, then he's a boy, then the boy cuts you get the segment with him, and it cuts to black again, and then he's an adult.
Yeah.
And so it felt very much episodic in that sense as well, So maybe it would have done better like that, but like a lot of the concept is fine, and the acting is well done, and I do like the cinematography. It's just like there's not a lot of substance to the film, and so it's like it feels you're definitely feeling the runtime by the end of it, and so it's like I felt like it either could have been shorter or it could have been done differently.
Yeah, I felt like this could have just been like a TV episodic miniseries. Honestly, it didn't feel like a movie.
Yeah,
it just felt like it felt like someone took like a bunch of episodes from a TV show and they just cut it together to fit a movie runtime. It felt like this movie felt more like a fan edit of a movie. Right? Than like an actual movie plot going on.
No, but again, that just comes back to the thing where it's lacking meat, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It's like but the thing is, I'm afraid like if they did add more stuff to it, it probably would have ruined it as well. Because they have they have bits of world building here and there, but it doesn't force itself into what they're trying to tell, and that's fine. And the movie is fine because of that. But if they added more, then I'm afraid they would have ruined it, what they had, because they would have been doing too much. Like The Mummy,
Yeah.
Oh, God, The Mummy. I'm thinking about that now.
I like how we got back to The Mummy somehow.
Yeah, I know. We somehow got back to The Mummy. But it's like, it has interesting ideas.
Yeah.
And it's very, and again, it's well acted. But and it does explore those ideas with an interesting style that they have. And it's like, yeah, I like the movie, but it's like there's not much to it.
Yeah, like it's a movie I would just watch one time and that's it. It's
yeah.
It's
like, oh yeah, that was an interesting thought experiment. Well, on to the next one.
Yeah, Viviarum 2. Tom and Gemma will return in Viviarum 2.
Good. Oh my God. He'll come back with Steppenwolf.
He'll come back with Steppenwolf. Don't worry. Don't worry. Not Dead. Fuck. Was it Deadshot? Fuck. Oh yeah, Deadshot. Him and Deadshot will return.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this movie.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. It would have been cool if they explored. I would have liked to see more of the weird alien stuff. Right?
That would have been cool.
More they explored it at fuck out. I lost my words. Explore the alien concept, like like the weird writing. All right, what's with this weird writing stuff? Like should we investigate this stuff and everything, like stuff like that. I would like to see more they try to figure out the alien stuff, right?
Oh yeah, but then that would be it. It would have been a different movie, but it probably would have been a better one if only because they could have done a lot more. Because if they started exploring more, it's like, oh, why are the aliens doing this? Why do it like this? Why are they so fucking weird?
Yeah,
and they end up going to a different location. But then that would be more. It would still be more sci-fi horror, but we're not. But then I mean, maybe we could explore their deterioration under a different set of circumstances. Maybe, but that probably might have been better. But it would have definitely added a lot more to it. But if with the way they did the movie now, and if they did add stuff to that movie that they did, that would have been too much.
Oh, well, what the fuck?
So
did
I mean,
I two movies back to back. What the fuck is this?
What? What are you talking about?
Jesse Eisenberg and Imogen Poots. Did they star in 2 movies back to back together?
No, yeah, there was the other one where he's the martial artist or whatever, right?
I went to her Wikipedia to see what other show she's been. She Jesse Eisenberg were in another movie back to back with another movie together. Both of these movies came out in the same year. So fucking.
Did they come out the same year?
Yeah, The Art of Self-Defense was 2019, and Viviarum was also 2019. Do you think they just went from one set to the other? Like, all right, I'll see you later. Then they both drove to the same set.
Oh my god, dude.
So fucking weird.
Oh, well, we could watch that. Oh. Maybe that would be better.
I guess we could.
But,
I guess we could put this on the list, too. We could put everything on the list at this point of stuff
Yeah, we could.
Alright.
But, yeah, again, it's like a one-off movie.
Yeah.
You can watch it and forget about it.
I liked it. The concept was cool.
An interesting...
It was an interesting concept. Yeah, there was a lot of good shots. Like, to be fair, I like the simplicity of the color palette in this movie. Like, every color palette was just like... I wouldn't say pastel. I mean, the house was pastel, but like... There was like, but the color.
Oh no, but there.
The color palette.
There were definitely excellent coloring. Yeah.
Yeah, like the color palette in this movie was very good. It was like they chose a color that's like not off-putting, but yet that's like not intimidating and yet not too non-intimidating. They chose like a good mix. There was a good mixtures of color in this movie for their shots. I like that.
No, yeah, definitely. Because I know, like, I mean, especially with how they did with the house and stuff, they made it so like it looks like you would see like how it will look in a suburban house, but then it just looks off because it's like how artificial it looks. So for that, they did well in trying to help with the setting of just how weird this place is. It just looks otherworldly, even though it doesn't feel like it should.
Yeah.
I especially liked the moment where now this is when Now, this is where Gemma is just kind of following Martin around, basically trying to find out where he is, but she ends up getting lost in this, like, in this foggy haze of blue and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, seeing, it was, like, all foggy and stuff like that. The sun is setting, but so you get this nice splash of red in the background. It really looks good. So there's not a lack of color or light here, you know? They do some interesting stuff. But, you know, it does help to set the mood as well, because we're at this moment where, you know, Tom is dying. So, you know, sun's setting and it's like it looks good. It's like golden hour type of thing.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, definitely they have a good coloring.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty much
or lighting.
I have to say at that point. Hey, the clouds were freaky. There were some freaky clouds. Those clouds were fucking clouds.
No, yeah, I know.
Oh, hey,
I noticed that by the time when they entered this. Like,
I finally got the coronavirus tag on the video.
I swear to God, you're always trying. Why? Stop it! No.
We gotta get them clicks. No. Gotta get them corona clicks.
The corona.
We will clickbait with the coronavirus.
That's horrible. What are you doing? What have you become, Austin?
Look. It's just been a slow descent, all right? Ever since it started, it's just been a slow descent.
Oh my God, dude. Save yourself, Austin. Don't go deeper into this hole.
Don't go deeper into the Viviarum.
Don't go deeper, Austin. Don't do it.
Jesus Christ. All right. I guess that's all we had to say.
Yeah, it was pretty short this time too. Yeah. Not like with the other movie that we were talking about for Brightburn.
You want to talk about Brightburn again in this spoiler cast?
Dude, I mean, if we talk about Brightburn, we could at least add another 30 minutes to this.
We talk about we could probably we could make this Brightburn 2.
No. But you see, here's the thing: we're gonna be watching Gemini Man.
Oh,
and that's gonna be a
fuck! I watched Gemini Man. Oh boy, that movie was a wild ride as well.
Oh my god, that's gonna be a thing. Okay.
All right.
How bad is it? Is it like After Earth?
It's not After Earth bad. It's like stuff. It's like, I mean, here, hold on, here. We'll talk about it in the Gemini Man spoiler cast.
Okay.
That's foreshadowing. We call that foreshadowing in the industry.
I don't think that's how foreshadowing works. Shut the fuck up. Not like that.
Shut the fuck up. I'll see you in Gemini Man.
Oh my god. Alright, fine.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Thanks for listening. Okay, thanks, bye.